Alright, good morning. This is the Daily Show with Franklin Norton. Well, first off, I think we should talk about the Oscars. They just happened and everything, so obviously we all know Jennifer Aniston was the best dressed. I've read it everywhere, I've seen it everywhere. Fashion Police said she was the best dressed. We love you, Janan. We love you, Janan. Alright, so second up, we're going to be talking about something very important that many people do not know about, which is called photosynthesis. Alright, so first off, let's just give a blatant definition of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the process by which green plants and other organisms use the sunlight to synthesize foods from carbon dioxide and water. So really, photosynthesis is the process of plants and such getting their energy. And how do we use this energy? Well, there's the law of conservation of energy, which means that the energy cannot be destroyed or created. Energy is constant in a system. And how do we make energy usable for us? Well, we eat it. And that's precisely what plants do. So, chemical energy is also known as ATP, meaning adenosine triphosphate. Adenosine triphosphate is the carrier of energy, and it uses to store and release energy. So, ATP will also often come through. I'm sorry. The teleprompter is broken. We'll get it fixed. But anyways, ADP, which is just two phosphate groups plus an adenine group plus ribose group. It's a halfway charged battery. ATP equals ADB plus an extra phosphate group. ADB means adenosine diphosphate, for those of you who aren't as intelligent as I am being a newscaster. So, anyways, ATP is a great molecule for transferring energy when needed. However, it is not efficient at storing energy long term. Instead, one molecule, or glucose, can share 90 times the chemical energy that ATP could. So, another question is, why are leaves green? Well, the question is often asked, why is the sky blue? Which I do not know, because I didn't research that. Maybe that'll be another show. So anyways, why are leaves green? And the answer is chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is contained within a chloroplast, and colors in plants are due to pigments. And pigments is a light-absorbing molecule. The pigments in plants require for photosynthesis is chlorophyll. Plants absorb ultraviolet rays, green chlorophyll. Chlorophyll absorbs blue, violet, and red-orange wavelengths. So, other plant pigments are carotenoids. Think of carrots, which are yellow or orange or red pigments used to attract pollinators and for protection from excessive light. So, before I go into too much, let's go to my friend and colleague, Dr. Phil, for some more insight on how photosynthesis works. It's all yours, Phil.
Actually, my name is Dr. Simpson, Mr. Fortner. Okay, next up is the steps of photosynthesis. Franklin just talked to us about the general overview of photosynthesis, but now I'm going to talk to you about the steps. These are rather complex, so if you need to get out a pencil and a piece of paper, go ahead and do that now, because these are pretty rough. I'm just kidding, there's only like 4 steps, and it's really not that hard. Okay, step 1. The carbon dioxide connects with a group of carbon molecules. After that, the ATP and the NADPH modify that group of carbon. After that, glucose is formed from the modified carbon molecules. The final step is that carbons that are not used to make the glucose are recycled back to step 1. Okay, so that was pretty easy. I know. Photosynthesis really is not that hard as they make it out to be. You just have to be brilliant like us newscasters. Okay, one final thing that I'm going to cover for you guys are the factors of photosynthesis. What kind of improves the steps or can deteriorate that process. Okay, one big factor is the amount of moisture available. Water is key in photosynthesis, so in the presence of a drought, many plants are incapable of surviving. Another step is the temperature. The ideal temperature for photosynthesis is between 0 degrees Celsius and 35 degrees Celsius. I know that nobody uses the Celsius scale, but, that's just the definition. Okay, temps at a higher or lower rate may break down enzymes for it to occur. Okay, and then one final factor would be sunlight. Photosynthesis increases as sunlight increases, making it a good factor. But it does have a maximum. All good things can have a bad thing as well.
I got you, Steve. I got you, and you know it. Wait, we're back on? Oh. Well, thank you, Dr. Phil. Oh, Dr. Simpson. Well, anyways, this will be our last broadcast. That's photosynthesis, everybody. See ya later.